The Fall Guy has just arrived in UK cinemas. The film sees Gosling take on the role of Colt Sealer, a stuntman whose career and romantic connection with camera operator Judy Marino is upended following a nasty injury sustained trying to accomplish a tricky jump from a massive height. After laying low for 18 months, Colt one day fields a phone call from a big shoot movie producer Gale and is talked into returning to work for a new film titled Metal Storm, which is being helmed by none other than Judy in her directorial debut. Although he is initially delighted to work for his former lover, it quickly becomes apparent that Gale has lied to him about the reasons for his involvement. Far from having been personally requested as he had told him, Colt's presence on the set is seen as insulting to Judy, who is unhappy about the way he ended their relationship after the injury. Colt goes about trying to win back her affections, but things are complicated when the film star Tom Ryder goes missing and Ross still when a dead body turns up on ice in his bath. With Colt soon finding footage that confirmed Tom was responsible for the death, this sends him on a frantic mission which leads to the film's explosive climax. As we head into the final act, things are looking pretty hopeless for Colt. He has discovered that Gale and Tom plan to frame him for the murder of the latter's previous stuntman Henry by doctoring footage to swap Tom's face for his using deepfake technology. And what's more, they plan to kill him and make the whole thing look like a murder suicide. But just as it looked like, he landed himself in an impossible situation. Having been dosed in petrol by Tom's goon who are preparing to ignite a match, he manages to skillfully orchestrate a gateway by blowing the match back at the villains and quickly driving away on Tom's speedboat while still strapped to the chair. He is pursued on the boat and crashes into a bridge, and it looks clear that he must have died, with his death soon announced and the deepfake video published. But in actual fact, he was able to swim away to safety, and the next day he sneakily enters Judy trailer wearing an alien costume from the movie, finding her watching the news of his apparent death. Judy is clearly alarmed by what she sees as a strange intruder, and so the pair fight. But eventually he takes off the mask to reveal his identity. He explains that if Tom still thinks that he is dead and the star has got away with the murder, Judy will finally be able to finish her movie, but she insists that it's more important to clear Colt's name right away. Eventually they reach a compromise, but if they do both. And so they concoct a plan to force a confession from Tom by talking him into doing his own driving stunt in a scene, which they call the impossible jump scene. Just as he is preparing to do the scene, Colt enters the car and begins to drive, skillfully manipulating Tom into admitting everything before telling him that it has all been recorded. Tom accuses him of entrapment only for Colt to fire back, "You are wearing the wire dips," referring to the fact that he is still messed up from the scene. However, even with the confession recorded, they are not out of woods just yet, with Gil confronting the sound guy and stealing the recording at gunpoint before attempting to escape in a helicopter as a battle rages on between Tom's men and the stunt team led by Dan. But just a Gale and Tom thinks they have gotten away. Colt makes a massive jump and manages to board the helicopter. There he grabs the recording of them and jumps to safety on a crash mat where Judy arrives to kiss him as a pyrotechnic go off in the background.